It's deadline day for U.S. automakers to present their recovery plans to Congress, and our next guest says a core component of these plans should be marketing and branding. Peter Kloprogge is the president of PointLogic. He's a business consulting. It is a business consulting company. You are not a business consulting company, but Peter, thanks for being here.
Okay, thank you.
So you say that the whole branding and marketing behind what their strategy is with these vehicles going forward is essential, and they're not doing enough of it. Tell me why.
Well, it's quite clear if you look at data we've collected in the U.S. auto industry that the U.S. car brands just haven't created a positioning for themselves. So you see other brands actually moving in a certain direction, taking a position. It's a very fragmented market, and they actually try and get a position. And the U.S. auto brands are all coming with the same message, spreading the marketing dollars very thin. Too many vehicles, too many brands.
Yeah, I mean, I said to you, I'm so confused. I can't tell which car is from Chrysler, Ford, GM. If I wasn't in this job, I would have no idea if I was out there just going to look at cars because it's so incredibly confusing. Who is doing it effectively, and how do we get there if you're one of these Detroit 3 automakers?
Well, I think some of the other brands are doing, I mean, Toyota obviously has done a very effective job, but even now you see, for example, that Hyundai and Kia, both from the same car manufacturer, they are very closely aligned. And then Hyundai is trying to reposition themselves of a more economical luxury brand. So you actually see with the advertising that they're taking a real position. If you look at the US car brands, it's all the same message. And I think they need to decrease the number of brands. I think they need to get less vehicles, less models, and get the brands to take a real position. Like, what does this brand stand for? What does Ford stand for? What does Lincoln stand for? What does Buick stand for?
Yeah, because it's interesting because a lot of people measure who they are by the car they drive. And if we had some kind of connection to that car, maybe we'd understand a little bit better. Do you think that the Detroit 3 automakers will take some of this advice and use it?
Well, people need to be proud of the car they drive. And the funny thing you see with the Detroit automakers that actually the owners of the brands are more positive about the brand than the general perception.
Yes.
So there is a real opportunity there, if you think about it, because the people that actually have the car think well of the car. They actually think it's quite a good car. But if you think of the general population, they have no idea what the cars stand for. And therefore, they don't feel proud buying that car. They don't feel like it's a car that fits their personality. And therefore, they choose other brands.
Great points. Peter Kloprogge from PointLogic. Thank you so much for joining us. Great points all around. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's get a quick check of this morning's headlines.